All right, we're live.
Are we live? Well, we're live.
We're live.
Hey, Javy, what's up?
What's up? What are you reading?
Oh, I'm just checking out my latest issue of Game Informer.
What the hell is that?
This is the top 100 RPGs of all time. Did you know that number one is Skyrim? I didn't know that, but I know that now.
Oh, I know.
It's a good one. Anyway, welcome to the stream. We are checking out the EA press conference today. Me and my boy Jay Gwalt over here.
Oh, hi, DT. What's up?
And yeah, we're excited to see what's gonna happen. All the action starts in what looks like 11 minutes from now.
Yeah, a little over 11 minutes.
So JB, what do you expect to see at this
Sports, my
first
man.
press conference? We have press conference coverage all weekend and all week, and this is just sort of the kickoff to this amazing week of games.
Yeah.
And JV,
Yeah, I think.
what do you want to see?
What do I want to see, or what do I think
What do you
we're
want
going
to
to
see
see?
today?
I want to see more Titanfall, man.
Okay, we're not going to see that. What else do you want
I
to see
think
today?
we might get a chance to see more Titanfall. Like
what,
little DLC.
DLC? Okay.
Yeah,
I can
nothing
do that.
major though. Like
Sure.
not like single player DLC,
I
maybe
think we'll see that.
multiplayer.
I think that's a definite possibility. In fact, I think that's an almost assured. That's like a 90% chance.
Yeah. I want to see more of the single player from Battlefront 2 because I'm not convinced that.
I think we're definitely going to see that today.
Yeah, I mean, oh yeah, they've been going hardcore on that the Battlefront front.
I think absolutely that Battlefront is going to be the cornerstone of this entire conference. Unless you're into sports games, because we'll definitely see plenty of those, as we do every year at EA's press conference. Are we looking forward to any surprises?
What does EA have? Maybe a. I'd really love to see like a Mass Effect remastered collection
All right.
show up.
Another thing that probably won't happen.
That I don't think that'll happen. I think that's far out there, but that's what I want.
Okay.
What about you?
I think we might get a small glimpse of BioWare's new game.
Oh, Dylan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe
Good
just like a teaser.
Yeah.
Something, right? Like a peep to say that we're here. It's happening and it's going to be really cool whenever it hits in 2 years.
Yeah. Do you remember the original teaser for Destiny where they didn't show anything for the game but like concept art and such?
I do not remember that.
Yeah, there was one that was just here's what we're working on, and it was just.
I thought Destiny was originally like a fantasy game.
Well, I mean, it might have
long
been when
time
like
ago.
it was there, but like the first time they showed the game, it was just concept art. Like they didn't even show anything. It was like this is what we're working on. It was just a series of adjectives, and I think maybe that's what we'll get with this.
Well, adjectives are powerful.
Oh, adjectives are powerful.
I like adjectives like the best game of all time, explosive. You know, we're gonna hear those words a lot
Immersive.
today. Oh gosh, immersive.
Yeah.
What gamers have been asking for? We're gonna hear that. Like we've been listening. Oh, I can't wait to hear that one. We've been listening.
Yeah.
What else?
How many spokespeople do you think we'll see on the stream?
Since it's
On the
EA's,
stage.
oh man, EA likes to talk a little bit more than some of the others. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You know?
It's a wild card.
It's a real wild card with EA. And of course, here's the real question: is what sports celebrity are going to trot out?
Oh yeah. Who knows?
Which one do you think is going to make it this year?
Maybe they'll go. Maybe they'll have like 3.
Now that'd be
One
exciting.
for every game.
Yeah, we're definitely like.
I mean,
To be fair, you know, sports games are cool. It's just like I think you have trouble keeping that interest when it's it's not the same game every year, but like the core of it doesn't change a whole lot, right?
yeah, I don't think they figured out how to present them well. Is
Sure.
the thing. Like, basically, here's a checklist of what's different from last year beyond like player rosters.
And they have been, it's been getting a little more interesting in the last few years with like campaigns, modes, and
Right.
stuff like that. We'll see where that takes us this year. Man, just like watching this setup here, man. Can you imagine being in that room?
I'm so glad I'm not in that room.
Having been in that room many times, it's not great.
I'm
It's
glad
pretty
I'm
cramped.
right here at this table with
Yeah.
you, Dan Tack.
We are enjoying a wonderful day of the first E3 press conference of the year. This is sort of like the slow kickoff to what is going to be crazy in the next 2 days. Sunday is going to be nuts. Monday is going to be crazy. And then Tuesday sort of ends that cycle of press conferences with the Nintendo Direct, which isn't really a press conference, but whatever.
So, which press conference are you looking forward to most? Like in terms of like,
Well, I'm going to get called a fanboy, and that's
Okay.
inevitable, but it's obviously the Sony press conference because I want to see Bloodborne 2.
yeah, you think
That's-
it's gonna be a show?
If I get Bloodborne 2, I could care the rest of it. That's it. I'm good. E3 was a success to me.
Yeah.
Um,
I think it's the same for me. I think Sony has, they might not be showing all their catalog, obviously, but I think they have the most interesting heavy hitters. Like they've got God of War, Last of Us 2, Detroit, whatever. David
look-
Cage's weird new game
yeah, that's the thing.
that looks zany, and like Bloodborne 2 probably.
We hope.
Yeah, we
We
hope.
know From Software was working on a bunch of stuff, so if we get to see it, I will lose my mind. I will literally, I'll do something crazy. I'll tear my shirt off, like on the
Please don't
stream.
do that.
I'm gonna do it. I'm quoting that right now. If we see Bloodborne, I will tear my shirt off on the stream. You can write that down.
All right. But I'm also excited for Nintendo's conference, just as someone who like owns a Switch. I'm curious to see what else comes out. I'm imagining we'll see a Smash Brothers port. and I'm pumped for that.
That's a very reasonable expectation.
More
I would say.
Mario. You know,
Certainly the focus is going to be on Mario for the holiday season this year.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But I'm curious to see. You know, I'm sure they'll have like a little probably indie presentation too, where it's like, here are all the small indies coming.
The indies, they kind of trickle out during the Treehouse stuff during the week, I think.
Oh, that's
not
true.
Usually main show. You know, one press conference I'm really interested to see this year, as is every year, is the PC press conference, being a PC-based gamer as I am. And, you know, historically it's been a little lower key than the other ones, and the reveals are kind of really small. So I'm hoping, like, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds has a big show this year there, and maybe some XCOM stuff, you know, some cool stuff for PC players. That's all, you know.
Yeah.
I can dream.
Man, that game has reached a fever pitch. It feels
Which one?
like Battleground.
Oh, yeah, it's a little game.
Like
That's a little game. 3 million in early access plus.
Yeah, I haven't played it yet. I want to.
Once you start, it's like a can of Pringles, man.
That's what I've heard. And every day I come in and I see Ben Hansen at his desk. I'm like, "How you been, Ben?" And he
I
turns
see
around to
Ben
me,
playing it every single night.
and like his eyes are crazed because he stayed up till like 4 a.m.
And that's an interesting thing about this too. Maybe we know it's coming to console, but we don't have any specifics. Maybe we'll get them this week.
Oh, that'd be good.
That would be very interesting to see. That guy's got what is that? Is that a water? I kind of want a water now.
Yeah, it's like a. Oh yeah, they were giving those out last year, just like water
the
bottles
random
labeled
water bottle,
with the EA Play. They did one for like the Switch event that had the Switch on it, and people were selling that on eBay for like $100 a pop, and people were buying it.
So obviously we're going to see, you know, just by looking at the screen here, Battlefront 2, as we already know, is going to have a big presence for EA at the show, and definitely going to be some hands-on for the press probably, and everybody, right?
Right.
Play,
This is an open event.
Right, it's open at EA Play, which is really cool, actually.
Yeah, it's really neat that they are letting non-press in.
And I'm sure we're going to see an awesome gameplay trailer or demo during this presentation. In fact, I would be surprised if they didn't lead with it. What else from this one? Probably some mobile games. Get announced like sidecars to the big ones.
Man, I would love, and it's never going to happen. I'd love one day to see an actual good mobile version of Dungeon Keeper that's not just like ripping you off.
Let's not go. Come on, you don't have to bring that up. That's like pouring salt in the wounds.
I mean, man, Dungeon Keeper was so good though, and they just let that license just sit there.
Well, they didn't let it sit there. I'm sure they.
They tried to take
They did
advantage of it
something
in a nefarious way, and it didn't pan out.
Yeah, gosh.
Man, that game was bad. It wasn't even a game; it was just a bad slot machine.
As are, you know, hey, slot machine mechanics are a driving force behind a lot of mobile products.
Oh yeah, they make money. Doesn't mean they result in good games though.
Oh man.
Yeah, so we know Battlefront's going to be
only 4 minutes until it starts. Okay, we got to get some more predictions out here.
So Battlefront, we got. I think Titanfall's going to be there in some capacity.
Yeah, sure. We'll get some deals.
Yeah, sports stuff.
Yes.
People are talking about Skate 4 in the chat. What do you guys think?
Skate
of the
4?
odds of that?
Man, the best physics
Skate 4
in a game
Who was
ever.
talking about that in chat? We got some real trolls on Twitch today, huh?
Guys, I'm with you. I hope we see Skate 4.
I
hope we see
I think
Skate
our
4
chances to
and
see
Mass
Skate 4 are
Effect
slim.
remastered. That's all I want. And Titanfall 2 DLC single player, but we're not going to get that.
No, we might get that.
No, I think we'll get multiplayer. I don't think we'll get single player. I don't think they're going to do like an Old Blood sort of thing with that.
Yeah, the old blood.
Yeah.
That's right.
Beware the Old Blood, Dan.
Oh man, don't start with me.
Leo, you just need to pipe in like Bloodborne music during this.
No.
Just in a Dan text.
You could do that during the Sony conference, which I will also be on for. And again, if all things go according to plan, it's going to get real hot in here, real fast.
Oh boy.
That's like a dream announcement for me, and I think it's very likely. So,
Yeah. I'm also excited for Bethesda stuff. I feel like,
dude, Bethesda's conference. Yeah, you know, but we are at the EA, the EA conference.
Yeah,
but,
I know.
yes, I'm stoked for Bethesda too. There's obviously you're really looking forward to new Wolfenstein stuff, which will undoubtedly be there.
I think it'll be there. Yeah, probably just like a 20-second teaser or something, but it'll be there. They'll
might
probably
get
save like gameplay for QuakeCon, but like,
right.
yeah. But just like, oh yeah, this thing that we already know is happening, you know, because they teased it last year.
That's right.
Yeah, with the
Who could forget?
yeah,
That little cute little.
yeah, that was actually really cute.
It was a neat tease. I like that tease. It was
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Like it took people like time to find it, which is amazing.
All right, here it comes. Just 2 minutes
Oh
and
my God.
30 seconds and some change.
This is the start of E3, which is now a full week of insanity from press conferences to show.
That we get to enjoy from here.
Yeah, that's
I'm
true.
so glad.
It is. We'll see how it turns out. It's a
Yeah.
little refreshing not having to be out there this year.
Yeah, I went last year was my first time going,
But,
and
like,
it was cool but exhausting. So this
I
year I'm
am
glad to be
really
back.
excited that it's becoming a more public-facing show. Like,
Yeah.
they open to the public this year, and hopefully, you know, I think the only way the show survives is by continuing to pump up that public presence as being like the big show for everybody.
Right. Yeah. It feels like they need to go more of a PAX route.
Right.
To survive.
But then what? You don't want to just be PAX, right?
Right.
So
No,
it's
you don't
like-
want to just be PAX, but like they need to embrace that sort of like, yeah, everyone can come in, sort of thing.
Sure. Oh, they're dimming the lights. You know that's serious. Uh-oh.
What do you think the first person says?
Star Wars. It comes out and just says
Star Wars.
Star Wars. Do you like Star Wars?
Yeah.
I
Well,
love
abs-
it.
Yeah.
We've listened to what you want, and now we're taking it to the next level with Star Wars Battlefront 2.
What if it's just Mark Hamill on the stage?
Oh my. Now that would be interesting.
Yeah, that would be cool.
I don't know.
I'm being told that Dan, you can't blazer with a graphic tee.
Yeah, I know you can't, which is why I'm doing it. Thanks for the tip.
I mean, he pulls it off. It's fine. I'm right here. I am a good judge of character and fashion. And Dan might not have character, but he has fashion.
And Javy has neither, so you know.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, he's-
Neither. I'm a lovable little scamp.
Isn't he? Isn't he though? We are here, and we are about to get started.
All right,
and I'm
let's do
excited
this.
for Star Wars.
The Wars of the Stars. Do you think they lead with that, or do you think they
I
save
think
it?
they have to lead with that. That's such a big chunk.
Right. Oh.
Here we go.
What is this? Let's find out, everyone.
Classic tunes. I like this.
I was waiting for the beat to drop.
It's gonna happen. There's no such thing as a press conference without dubstep.
Stop teasing. Just drop the beat.
It's coming.
Oh,
here we go.
They open with Madden.
Here we go.
He's into it, man.
All right. I think we can safely say that EA is taking the conference. A plus.
I mean, yeah, it'll be hard to top that. Whoa.
Your career at the University of Texas. Where'd you disappear to?
Today is the day that we put Mathis on the NFL map. A long shot from the depths of the unknown to being drafted by an NFL team.
All the eyes on you. What's to stop you from hightailing again?
Let me ask you something. Why are you here? Because football's my life.
My father used to say, when the world knocks you down, get back up again.
Wade is miles behind.
Long shot. You're gonna get hit today.
You're not the only one trying to get drafted. No, man, forget you.
This time around.
Devin Wade at the line for the final play of the game. It's the biggest moment of your life.
Let's go out there and prove to the world that we belong.
I'm into it.
Yeah, I'd actually play that.
Round of applause for the drum line, guys. That's Madden like you've never seen it. And I might be biased, but I'm pretty sure that's the most innovative Madden we've done in well over a decade. Welcome to EA Play 2017, coming to you from the Hollywood Palladium. This is our second year at EA Play. Last year we went out on a limb, tried to do something a little different with a view to changing the way you interact with products before they launch. We wanted to do something that put the games in your hands earlier, and it showed us how much further we can go. As you can see, we've built a creative space here. We're right in the middle of it. This is going to be where it all goes down over the next 3 days, playing, creating, and sharing with the rest of the world. We've built it this way for a very simple reason. We want more of you to be able to experience this moment. For thousands of you in Hollywood this week, we have hundreds of stations for hands-on gameplay. And for tens of millions of you out there joining online from across the world, you won't hear it just from us. You'll hear it from players, right here. They're here to see new things, to ask questions, to challenge us, to tell us what they like, and especially what they don't. They're going to connect with each other and create content. And of course, they're going to play as many games as they possibly can. So let's set the stage for what we'll do over the next hour and a bit. We're going to go deep into 8 new experiences, each with major reveals, massive innovation, and stories that'll pull you in. 2 years ago, we launched Star Wars Battlefront, and we got a lot of feedback. A lot of it positive, and a bunch of it constructive. That's a euphemism for not as positive. So today we're going to bring you 30 minutes of Star Wars Battlefront II.
Wow.
And what we hope you'll see is that we've addressed all of the feedback and gone even further. We've got a mix of everything here for you. A look at new IP, some killer new trailers, demos, and a bunch of live gameplay. This is going to be a lot of fun. And it should be, right? Because we're all here for one simple reason. All of us share one fundamental belief, and that's that games are the best form of entertainment on the planet. Yeah!
Yep.
They connect us like nothing else. They bring us together across cities and countries. They inspire us. They ignite the fires of competition inside us. Games allow us to do extraordinary things and to be extraordinary in our own ways. Games enable us to be our most creative selves, whether that's as game makers trying to pioneer new ways to play, or players making each game a unique expression of our own passion for what we do. Games put the power of play in our hands, to do with it what we want and to make it our own. So let's celebrate. For the next 3 days, we're here to celebrate play with all of you. And what better place to start than with a game that has taken the world by storm, Battlefield 1. There's more than 20 million Battlefield 1 players out there today, and we've got a lot to share about a revolution that's coming to this great franchise. So let's jump to Battlefield right from the creative heart of EA Play.
Hey everyone, I'm Andrew Galata, producer for Battlefield 1 at our DICE studio right here in LA. I'm standing inside the creator cave at EA Play where our community is creating new content to share with players across the globe.
Creator cave.
It's unbelievably rewarding to see more than 20 million players embracing the game, crafting their own memorable moments, only possible in Battlefield 1. Let's take a look.
Hey, Noob, I got some questions to ask you.
Okay.
What is it about the Battlefield franchise that's so special and appealing to you?
The thing I find special about Battlefield is teamwork. I'm not good at shooting. Sometimes I like to repair, or heal, or hide.
Oh, I just shot an airplane out with the K-bullet! I'm most definitely proud to be a part of the Battlefield community. I've never been a part of any other gaming community where people are just so passionate about their game.
Everyone in this community is focusing on making this game as best as it can be and expanding on the experiences that we've already had.
No way! Was mich an Battlefield begeistert, ist die schiere Bandbreite an Dingen, die ich in diesem Spiel tun kann.
Player versus tank versus plane versus environment.
My most memorable moments is what I do with my community. A 64-man army that just does massive, crazy things.
I have made so many amazing friends who have become more like family.
It's something that brought a whole lot of people together. We'll squad up and go and tear it up.
Boom!
You got it?
Oh, I killed them all! I killed them all!
Oh, got a roadkill!
This is what I need to be doing on my stream. I get it now.
Is that Nick Frost?
I'll never be able to do that again in my life.
Nope.
I'll never be able to do that again in my life. Never, ever.
Just the character he plays on Spaced.
I should just stop playing. I should quit.
Incredible.
Who just disabled a moving truck with a grenade while jumping off a horse. Incredible. We love these only in Battlefield moments, and we want even more of them. So we're bringing more ways for you to play. First, night maps debut this summer. In Neville Nights and Prise de Terreur, you'll need to deploy tactics as you fight through the night in a massive network of trenches. Second, I'm excited to announce a major revolution in Battlefield 1. We're bringing epic battles to the Eastern Front of World War I. In the Name of the Tsar expands Battlefield 1 to the blistering winter in the East. This is the biggest front of World War I. And with it, we're bringing you 6 new maps, the Russian army, including the mighty Hussar cavalry, new vehicles and weapons to expand your arsenal, and the iconic Women's Battalion of Death. Finally, we're introducing a richer gameplay experience in both progression and operations mode. By bringing deeper player progression through all new assignments, the ability to tailor your playstyle with specializations, and new multi-battle experiences woven through the fan-favorite game mode, Operations. All of this coming in September as part of In the Name of the Tsar. And for the next 3 days, the Lupkow Pass map from In the Name of the Tsar is right here at EA Play. For those of you tuning in, you'll get a glimpse of it from these guys when they share it on their channels very soon. So there you have it, 8 new maps in total, opening up the largest front in World War I with new ways to play. There's never been a better time to be part of the Battlefield community. Now enough of me. Let's give you a first look at In the Name of the Tsar. A revolution is coming.
Услышишь гром и вспомнишь обо мне. Полоска неба будет твердо алой.
Dude, I'm into this.
Yeah.
А сердце
This is cool.
будет, как тогда.
Yes.
В огне.
Yeah, I'll reinstall Battlefield 1 for that.
Looks pretty
Hi,
cool.
everyone. I have the privilege of leading our global development teams. 6,000 of the most creative people making truly amazing experiences, including Battlefield 1. Now, this summer is going to be huge. So much new content, so much more to play, and so many new ways to play. And there's one more thing we'll bring to Battlefield. Later this year, we're going to give you a new competitive Battlefield experience. We've heard you. You want a smaller, tighter experience focused on team play. You want all-out war built for competition, and you want it accessible to players and to viewers. And it's coming. I can't wait to share more with you guys at Gamescom in August. Now, competition is at the center of EA today, and we've always thought about it a little differently. We believe in making stars of all our players. Let me tell you something really cool. Last month, I was watching an amazing competitor, Shells. He made it to the FUT Championship finals in Berlin. 6 months ago, this guy was an unknown. Now he's a worldwide star. And he'll be competing with the best at the FIFA Interactive World Cup final in August. Now, we want to find more stars, so we're doubling down in competition in ways only EA can. This fall, we're launching the largest FIFA championship ever, with many ways to compete. The best FUT players will compete in the FIFA Ultimate Team Champions Cups. And in our official Football League competitions, you can represent your favorite real-world team. It's true, you can. We'll have much more to share, including our Madden plans later this summer. As developers, your passion is what fuels us. Your stories inspire us, and competition like nothing else brings them to life.
Magnificent goal! If anything happens in this tournament, at least he has that.
This is my first time.
My first time.
This is my first time competing.
I just thought maybe this is something I could do.
So many good players.
I want to beat them just like they want to beat me.
Oh, wow.
I just don't understand how people think I'm the underdog.
That is confidence right there.
This is the highest level you can play. There is a real thin line between success and failure. How nervous are you right now? It's going to be a really tough game.
I'm never going to lose ever in my life.
I like that guy. He's just a person you can hate.
He is an absolute beast.
Loves it up to Thomas. I wonder if we're going to see a handshake.
Like that guy, too.
Not going to see it. He's come up in second place time and time again.
And we have again. He scored it.
Now's the time to stand up.
Skimbo is moving on.
This is what competitive gaming's all about.
Oh, my word.
We're about to crown a new king.
There it is. It's Rocky that is your champion.
And Michael Skimbo is your Madden 17 champ.
He's come out of nowhere.
Were you ever in doubt in that game?
I was in doubt the whole time. These guys are going through something special right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, sitting on your couch, this could be you.
Could be you, Javy.
It already is.
There's no I in it, I bring it on my team. Who do you wanna holler, who do you wanna never know? Don't be a sheep when you can be the GOAT. Greatest of all time and you never know. Don't show up to my show if you've got no. Yeah. Loud at you, he's a hater, I don't want no bad energy. Man get views but I rate Charles cause I can't see my enemy. I like all types of girls, melanins and melanies. She wants a man from London, she wants a fellow with felonies. That's probably all my team. There's no I in it, I bring in all my team. That's when they saw my team. Even the bouncers bounce when they saw my team. Who do you wanna holler, who do you wanna never know? Don't be a sheep when you can be the GOAT. Greatest of all time and you never know. Don't show up to my show if you've got no energy.
Energy.
Hey, it's you.
Hey.
Hey.
I knew they'd have me on here. What is this? What's going on right now?
Is that Kevin Bacon?
It is.
Terry Crews.
Oh, you mean Doomfist?
Wait, what?
I think.
Oh, gotcha.
I went early, Rog. I went early. Ladies and gentlemen, we are the Men in Blazers.
That's Rog, the bald one. I'm Davo, way less bald in person. We are delighted to be here.
Oh, we really are. Some of you will know us as the hosts of one of the top 3 most popular football shows ever to be produced in the panic room and the crap part of Soho.
That is true. Somehow, we convinced world leaders like Will Ferrell to come talk to us about the 5th best sport in the world.
Oh, we've tricked them all, Davo.
Yep.
And the common thread for us is always football and FIFA. And when I speak to players around the world, they all tell me their experience with FIFA runs so deep, it actually impacts the way they play on the field. That is art influencing life.
It's
Davo.
all melding together. Rog, look at this. Look at how the world's game comes to life in FIFA 18. Player personality that differentiates even the talls from the smalls.
They've even perfected the inimitable run style of Raheem Sterling and developed with detail Anton Griezmann's technical ability to suavely fly past all defenders.
And
so suave.
And these atmospheres, Rog, take a look at this. They make it feel like
look at
you're
'em.
in the Argentinian
So
sun
good.
with your pasty
Crowd
white
technology
legs.
has come
And
so
this
far.
is massive, Rog. They've now got the ideal athlete helping to develop the game. Is there anyone better and more genetically sound than Cristiano Ronaldo? Could you get anyone
Genetically
better than
sound?
that?
That man doesn't have a 6-pack, he's got an 8-pack.
You're right.
And EA Sports know the only way to make
This is really
Cristiano
awkward.
look better is to jam him in spandex and capture his data. That
Sure, if your
beautiful man.
litmus test is like
He's
E3
done it
presentations.
all, back-to-back champion of Europe,
Yeah.
the La Liga title,
Yeah.
Ballon d'Or winner,
Yeah.
literally every trophy. And most impressive from our perspective, that beautiful head of hair.
He has hair, Roger. But as huge as Ronaldo
get
has
worse.
been this past year, there's one story bigger than them all.
Oh, yeah. Peter Moore becoming CEO at Liverpool. Good luck with that one, mate.
Yeah, no, Rog. No, Rog. The biggest story in football is, of course, Alex Hunter, the new hero of the virtual pitch and the star of The Journey.
The Journey.
Alex would go on to score more than 360 million goals in his first season.
Oh,
Wow.
that one's true, and so is this one. Whenever our good old English national team take the field over the past year,
Yeah,
the single name most tweeted,
Yeah.
even more than Sir Harry Kane,
yeah,
Alex Hunter.
yeah. We could have used him today, Rog.
We could have won it all.
Yeah.
Talking about winning it all, though, what a storybook year Alex Hunter's had.
Yeah.
Winning the FA Cup, just 18 years old, barely passed his bar mitzvah. He's experienced more in his first season than I will in my entire life.
That is true. It was
Sad
quite
but
the
true.
start to a truly amazing journey.
But the life of every footballer is a journey
Yeah,
filled with
in some
victory,
ways.
defeat, glory and conflict, dreams come true, and challenges that lie ahead.
So, everyone wants to know, what is next for our man Alex Hunter?
I don't know, Davo, but it seems
I'm guessing
like
they're going to tell
everyone's
us.
got an opinion.
Okay.
There is one question on everybody's lips.
What next for Hunter?
Everyone's hunting Hunter.
Alex Hunter has been talked about.
I think all this Alex Hunter talk, I think that's just paper talk, if I'm honest.
Sehen wir Alex Hunter bald in der Bundesliga?
Seine Spielweise ist atemberaubend.
Alex Hunter is a proper talent, a huge talent. He needs the right club and the right manager. Any club will be lucky to have him.
Alex Hunter is in the media every day, and it's getting annoying, to be fair.
Oh, it's so irritating. What kind of club would let Alex Hunter go?
I'm not really sure that a move is the right thing for him.
J'espère qu'il va venir.
But this guy's getting too big for his boots, blood.
Alexander is a great player. He's a beast. He actually is.
He's very quick.
He's got skills.
Amazing skills.
Hunter è un attaccante fenomenale.
Hopefully he's got good people around him.
Hunter's bombed his bridge. He has to look after himself. Go! Go!
I would move.
Rumours have got to stop. Don't go, Alex.
Alex Hunter, you really are wasting time. Will Alex Hunter stay or go? Are you sure this is what
risky, not about this tour of the US.
What does your heart tell you?
If I stay, it will be double. Should I stay or should I go?
What up, guys? Thank you for having me, EA. If you guys don't know who I am, my name is Jesse Wellens, and I am a YouTube creator. So I am here to talk about Need for Speed Payback. If you guys didn't know, Need for Speed Payback, Yeah, it's a great game. But all right, all set aside, I'm a YouTube creator. Need for Speed Payback. It's coming out. I got my boy Marcus, executive producer here. He is the producer of the game. Thank you, Nick, for having me.
Hey, man. Thanks, Jesse. Obviously, we're really excited to tell everyone about Need for Speed Payback here today, but more importantly, show it. In Payback, you are on a revenge mission to take down the House. House is a cartel that rules the city's casinos, criminals, and cops, and that is we're delivering a brand new experience with wild heist missions, intense cop pursuits, grueling car battles, and jaw-dropping action moments. No longer is this just about being first across the finish line. We are putting you behind the wheel of an action-driving fantasy.
So Need for Speed has been around for a long time. There's been a lot of new things coming to the game, and a lot of old things that people are familiar with the franchise.
Exactly. You know, we're putting a new narrative into the game where you drive 3 different characters, Tyler, Jess, and Mac, all bringing their own unique playstyle to the game. You drive across city, mountains, deserts, and canyons in the most diverse open world ever made for a Need for Speed game. There's a lot of great new elements in this game, but also obviously a lot of fundamentals like customization. We go way deeper when it comes to visual and performance customizations, as well as introducing something on top of that, something we call derelicts, which are abandoned classic cars that you transform from scrap to stock to supercars.
Speaking of customization, my homie Nick, AR12 Gaming, he looks like he's customizing a classic Beetle. He's going to be doing a lot more of this customization and gameplay at 1:30 on the stream if you want to come back. But enough talking about it, I'm trying to see it.
Yeah, we're absolutely very excited to show you the first, one of the blockbusters from Need for Speed Payback called the Highway Heist that shows that intense action driving experience. So let's turn around and take a look.
Koenigsegg Regera, 0 to 60 in 2.7 seconds.
It's pretty fast.
Intercept, then grab the car.
I gathered.
It'll be part of a convoy.
What are you thinking?
Quick hit and run. Get me close to the truck and I'll take care of the rest. Get me close to that truck before it hits the tunnel. The House won't let us anywhere near the truck. We've got to take out those cars. Get rid of these guys.
That's what I'm talking about. Let's get that truck.
Look out! Shit! Damn it!
What the hell? This guy's out of his mind.
There's something much bigger going on here.
What's the play?
Forget the tunnel.
Yo, this guy's crazy.
Guys, more house cars headed your way.
Yeah, this reminds me of going with a Sunday drive with you, Javy.
We don't need to talk about that.
It's very similar.
They're going down either way.
Take him out, Ty.
Guys, city's coming up fast. Jess, I've got a really bad idea.
Mac?
Ladder on the side. You can get up on his right.
It's now or never, Jess.
Do it. Keep it steady.
Jump!
Jess! Jess? You got this? Jess!
I think she got it, Dan.
She did.
That's what I'm talking about. Good job, team.
I'm at a loss for words of how amazing that just was.
Let's see what she can do. let's even the odds.
I can assure you that plays as well as it looks. Last year at EA Play, we unveiled EA Originals. The program was something we created to support small, independent studios, to help bring experiences that are unique, gorgeous, innovative, and memorable to the world. We are partnering with game creators through the process from development to marketing to publishing. But EA Originals is also about funding, about offering a level of security. The profits from these games go back to the hands of the developers. We have been overwhelmed with the indie community's reaction to this. I can tell you, we've received hundreds of pitches, many of them brilliant, and as a result, we now have several new titles in development. Today, I want to introduce you to our next EA Originals title, one that I've been very close to from the beginning. This game tells a story in an entirely new way. Now, a few years ago, I played the indie hit, Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons, with my oldest daughter. I loved how different the game felt. The mechanics and storytelling were really cool, and we both loved the emotional story. So I decided to contact the game's creator, Joseph Fares. When we met, we instantly realized we shared the same passion for games and how to bring new experiences to players. I also found out that he was building a new studio called Hazelight. Now, we're thrilled to be working with Joseph to bring his new project to all of you. What started out as a wild idea on paper has now turned into a groundbreaking, one-of-a-kind game called A Way Out. Take a look.
What's your plan?
Stay the hell away from me, okay?
I'm sure you have good reasons to bust out of here, but I need to get out of here too.
Yeah? Not my problem.
Well, you can trace lines in your face, but it's the way that your spirit makes you want.
It's pitch black. We need a light.
Screw it. I'll go first.
Oh, crap! You okay?
Your hands up high.
You have a problem?
Yeah, I got a problem with you.
I love you, buddy.
Vincent, what are you doing here?
She's my daughter, too.
See? Problem solved.
Come on, Leo! Your hands up high. My love, I see.
Yeah, looks a little cliche, but super interesting from a co-op standpoint.
Yeah.
Hey, my name is Joseph Fares, and I'm the writer-director of A Way Out. I'm so excited to be here and show you the game. So, after I finished Brothers, I wanted to make another game that pushed the boundaries on how to tell stories without compromising on gameplay. And this is the reason why I started Hazelight Studios together with the team behind Brothers. And working with EA's Originals was perfect for this, because we have the full creative freedom and trust from EA to deliver the game we truly believe in. And that is very important for Hazelight, let me tell you that. So, the idea for A Way Out came to me when me and a friend trying to find a co-op game that wasn't just a drop-in, drop-out experience. I wanted to play a game where the characters had unique personalities and goals. A game where me and a friend can embark on an emotional journey together. And this is exactly what A Way Out is. The game is designed for split-screen co-op only, and I mean only. So you will be able to play it online, but to get the full experience and feel, we want you and your friend to play it in your couch. And gameplay-wise, yeah, couch, nice, right? Action. Finally, yeah. And
couch action is
what was
nice.
I going to say? Yeah, let me tell you. Okay, wait, it's coming to me. Come on.
gameplay-wise, it's going to be crazy. There's going to be a huge amount of variation. You're going to be able to play everything. I mean, not everything, but a lot of stuff. There's going to be exploration, driving, action. Also, you won't get tired of this game, I'm telling you. So, but let me tell you this. After you finish playing a Way Out, I will tell you, you will play a co-op game like never before. I know, I mean, I can guarantee that. I know I sound very cocky, but I can't help it because it's true. I'm so pumped up, it's crazy. You don't know, I live, breathe this game. I'm telling you, it's like, it's gonna kick ass. It's gonna kick ass. So right now, I will show you a gameplay video that's gonna show you just a small part of the game, but still, you're gonna get blown away. And I also wanna say that I'm so proud and happy to be part of this industry. It's crazy how fun it is to be here and do these games. It's so much fun. And also, one last thing. I wanna say hello to my Hazelight team watching live from Sweden. Thank you, goodbye, hop shaky, boom, come on. A Way Out is a story-driven co-op game. It is designed, played, and experienced only in split-screen co-op, which means you have to play the game with a friend, either online or on your couch. The game starts in a prison. You play as Vincent and Leo. You and a friend will get to know your characters and unfold their story together.
You don't know anything about me, man. Maybe not. But Harvey killed someone very close to me. With or without you, I'm going after him.
Let me show you some of the scenarios in the game. On the right side, you see Leo was already in prison. On the left, you see Vincent, who just arrived. Now, if you look to the right again, you can see that Leo can be controlled, while Vincent is in a cutscene. Here's another one. Vincent and Leo are now in the laundry room. Your goal is to smuggle sheets using a laundry cart. You can approach the scenario in different ways. Either get the cart with Vincent.
No, I got a good pack right here. I think it's got your name on it. It's broken. I don't know.
Or with Leo.
Get over here, you idiot! Yeah, but I think those two guys are just about to fight.
What the?
What? Who's him?
In A Way Out, you will experience something new all the time. Everything you do in the game is unique for that scene. We want you and your friend to be focused and engaged throughout the entire story. But let me tell you, this is just the beginning of what you will be experiencing in A Way Out.
Get him! Run, run, run! Relax, man, I got this.
It seems incredibly ambitious, but I am all about a couch co-op specialized game.
I know, me again. Thank you, Joseph. That game is absolutely stunning, and I can't wait for you guys to get your hands on it. Now let's switch gears for just a minute. It's great to be here showing you the games you'll play this year. But at the same time, we are inspired to look farther ahead. Creative ideas combined with new technologies become an unstoppable force. We have teams today taking technologies that are changing the world and using them to change the way we play. These are the futurists, the incubators, our talented artists, designers, and engineers within our studios, our Frostbite team, our digital platform team, and a new research division called Seed. What motivates me every day is the responsibility we have to push our industry forward. That's one reason we created this new division. Seed is a small, stealthy team that I work with on a daily basis, exploring some of our most visionary concepts, like deep learning or neural networks, creating a world for you to define, to interact with, and share as you wish, or virtual humans with deeply sophisticated artificial intelligence. So instead of one main character shared by millions, we can have millions of main characters shaped by you. That's just the beginning of how we can blur reality and the digital world. Go anywhere, share your discoveries, be anyone. The games become yours. Now, what we know today is that interactive entertainment will change more in the next 5 years than it has in the last 45. Together, we are building that future, one that disrupts, empowers, and is full of play. And to do that, we also need innovative new platform technology. So when we were thrilled when we got our first Project Scorpio dev kits from Microsoft, 6 teraflops and true 4K graphical fidelity. Now these Madden NFL 18 visuals are just a taste of what can be accomplished combining Frostbite with Project Scorpio. And already we are creating the most detailed, high-resolution environments you've ever seen on a console. Madden looks absolutely stunning, but as game makers, awesome graphics and effects are just the beginning. The game has to feel amazing as well. Project Scorpio is a powerful platform, and it's coming at the right time. Now, I have one more thing before I go. New IP is one of the purest forms of innovation in our industry. A brand new idea combined with the latest tech and a vision for something extraordinary. The next game will push every boundary for you. It is vast, dangerous, beautiful, and unexpected. So this is just the first tease that we're showing you today. Then we will have so much more in the Microsoft press conference tomorrow, so don't miss that. But for now, here's the first glimpse of our brand new IP from BioWare.
The wall. It's our armor. It protects us from what lies beyond. But out there, you either live with the choices you make, or die trying to change them. The story doesn't end here. It's just the beginning.
Ooh. Okay. So we've got some Starman mechanized suits.
we have to wait for the next
Hey
press
everybody,
conference.
I'm Sean O'Brien, and I'm here today to share the latest about NBA Live 18 with you. But instead of talking about it, I'd like to show you. We've spent the last 2 years completely overhauling virtually every aspect of gameplay. Now we're going to go outside to a hands-on station out in FanFest so you can check out some of those improvements. And then we're going to come back in here and give you more details about how NBA Live 18 introduces an entirely new way to play a basketball game. We call it the One. Gibbs, Connor, over to you.
Thank you, Sean. You look fantastic every single time I see you. We are here out at FanFest, EA Play. I want to see everyone on social. Use that hashtag EA Play. Tell me what games you're excited to see. I am telling you right now, I am excited to see a first look at NBA Live 18, and no one better in the business than my guy right here, creative director Connor Dugan. Connor, let's take first look, NBA Live 18.
Yeah, what's up? I mean, I'm super excited that people finally get their hands on NBA Live. We're going to take a look at a replay we just got. Q and I were playing. I'm controlling LeBron. Q's controlling KD. Let's take a look.
Get all these angles in here. I want to see the sweat.
All right, so what we're looking at here is I'm using my right stick dribble control. I'm performing
Let's see the sweat,
any
man.
combination of moves I want. So I can go behind the back, between the legs, and now I'm trying to attack the basket. But KD, or Q, cuts me off with a flick of his left stick, and then I try to go back at him again. This time I'm going to go middle, but Q's late. He doesn't hit his left stick. He misses a timing window, and now I have an open lane to the hoop. So we see Zaza coming over.
Tell me he finishes strong.
He does
Tell me he finishes strong.
I use my right stick to finish with the left hand, as you can see here, right over top of Zaza, finish in the lane. And then there we have it. LeBron's looking like LeBron. Nice tight shot.
Classic
There he is.
LeBron, baby. That's what it's all about right there. I appreciate this first look at NBA Live 18. Sean, back to you.
Thanks, fellas. Thank you. We're excited for all of you to get your hands on NBA Live 18. And everyone will have an opportunity to do so through a free demo coming in August. Now, this demo will give everyone the chance to start the One and be introduced to this new basketball world. Jumpstart your own legacy through solo, co-op, and multiplayer experiences and carry all of your progress over to the full game. Now, let's take a look at the One.
NBA Live 18 is an all-new way to pursue your legacy. Centered on you, your journey is defined by the choices you make. Welcome to The One. The One unleashes the freedom to play how and with whom you want. Here, the respect you earn on the streets matters just as much as the rings you earn in the league. Rise through the ranks in the league, an authentic NBA experience where you dominate the hardwood on your way to winning championships. But the new NBA Live goes beyond the league, taking you into the streets, where the rules and how you earn respect are different. Team up with friends to take down NBA legends at historic courts like Venice Beach. Throughout your journey, your on-court performance leads to increased skills and new gear as your hype builds in both the streets and the league, from Venice to Rucker Park and everywhere in between. Join the community with 5-on-5 pickup games at iconic, real-world courts. Hit the Drew League and continue to build your legacy in the Pro-Am Tour. Earn the right to go head-to-head with the very best and show off your signature style. From East Coast to West Coast, from the streets to the league, everything you do matters. Your legacy is defined by you and how you choose to play. This is your world. It's time for you to be the one.
I got realness, I just kill cause it's in my DNA. I got millions, I got riches building in my DNA. I got dark, I got evil that rot inside my DNA. I got off, I got trouble, some heart inside my DNA. I just win again, then win again like Wimbledon I serve. Yeah, that's him again, the sound that engine in is like a bird. You see fireworks and Corvette tires skirt the boulevard. I know how you work, I know just who you are. See, use it. Your hormones probably switch inside your DNA. Problem is, all that sucker shit inside your DNA. Daddy probably snitch.
Thanks, guys. And thanks to all of the teams here sharing games today. And a special thanks to Joseph and Hazelight. How about that for some passion? Now, we've got a massive finale coming up here in just a moment. 30 minutes of pure, unadulterated Star Wars.
It's a lot of Star Wars.
But before we get there, I wanted to pause for just a moment. Last week, we did something pretty amazing together. We held our annual EA Play to Give campaign, celebrating the importance of inclusion and play in our communities and in life. We partnered with 3 outstanding charities, the United Nations He for She, and anti-bullying organizations, the Pacer Center and Ditch the Label. No? Okay. We donated $1 million to these 3 great organizations in support of building a more inclusive world. And here's where play comes in. All of you, our millions of players out there, joined us in support of inclusion. You came out in play in 9 in-game challenges. And by coming together, we are showing the world what a positive force that games can be. And to thank you for that, we're opening ways for you to play a bunch of great games for free. Starting today for the rest of the week, Origin Access, as well as the Gwaltney EA Access, are free. For PlayStation 4 players, we'll also have a bunch of free trials running all week. We're talking FIFA, Madden, PvZ Garden Warfare 2, Star Wars Battlefront, and much more. So jump in, bring your friends, have fun with some great games this week while you're getting ready and excited for what's to come. Now, without further ado, we bring you Star Wars Battlefront II.
I'm Janina Gavankar, and I play Commander Iden Versio, leader of the Inferno Squad in Star Wars Battlefront II. I'm also an advocate for in-depth cinema caliber story in games. That tweet from John Boyega was like the tweet heard around the world. It spoke for all of us. When can we play a Star Wars story? We don't want to just relive the movies. We've watched them a million times. What we want to do is have a new and authentic, untold story. A story that delivers new perspectives and enables us to play as some of our favorite Star Wars characters while also introducing new ones. And just like Rogue One tells an essential Star Wars story ahead of A New Hope, Star Wars Battlefront II will tell a new Star Wars story that helps bridge the gap between Return of the Jedi and The Force Awakens. It's good. But EA didn't just stop there. We loved the previous Battlefront of 2015, but we wanted more. Star Wars Battlefront II is much bigger than the previous title, with more than 3 times the content of the first game.
Content.
Now, I'm all about that couch co-op, and they're bringing it back with the return of skirmish, so I'm going to be cuddling up with someone playing me some Battlefront 2. In multiplayer, there are more heroes, more vehicles, more planets. I've been to some of them. More space battles and starfighter assault, and deeper progression and customization, as well as content from across all eras. But, as we know, Star Wars is not just some checklist of great features. How does Battlefront 2 play? The team at DICE in Stockholm has some of the most talented multiplayer designers in the world, and they've been working with the EA Game Changers to make sure Star Wars Battlefront 2 has the multiplayer we're all looking for. These Game Changers, they basically get like tapped on the shoulder because they're the best Battlefront players in the world, and then they get secretly flown out to Stockholm. As long as they provide valuable feedback, they get an early look at the game. Sounds like an awesome program, and if I didn't suck at multiplayer, maybe I'd get an invite. That's true. So let's hear more from them about their time at DICE.
After the release of Star Wars Battlefront 1, the community thought there should have been more. And the good news is this, the developers have been listening.
I'm really excited to let the Game Changers get their hands on the game.
This is going to stay, right? Sorry? The clean UI look is going to stay?
There's still time to change something if it's not working.
Oh my God. My first impression with the game is upgraded. All 3 eras are going to be in the game.
No, Earthbound's coming at me!
Oh, okay, Battle Squad!
We've got a whole bunch of new features. One of the biggest ones that a lot of fans are excited about is the class system.
They split the characters up into different classes.
They have different weapons, special abilities that you can customize.
It affects your health. It affects how you are going to support your team.
There's going to be more content. You're going to have to get used to a lot of new different techniques on how to play.
The gunplay and the weapons have completely been redone compared to the first Battlefront. Now there is a lengthened skill gap in it.
It feels a lot better and go, oh, okay, this gun feels kind of more real, less floaty.
Which is your favorite hero so far? We're introducing a system called Battle Points, which will allow you to become not only heroes, but other things on the battlefield.
As you're helping your team play the objective, you gain these points.
There's such a plethora of things to spend it on, vehicles,
or even coming in as a hero.
And the coolest thing, I think, is a level of customization, not just from a weapon standpoint, but the actual character's own abilities.
Collaborating with the Game Changers is always a really great working environment when you're trying to figure things out.
I mean, to know that you're giving key feedback to make it a better experience for everybody, it's like putting your footprint out there and saying, look, I'm part of this.
All right, is everyone in position?
Yeah. Ready?
Everyone ready?
So I'm going to participate in making the trailer. It's a whole different level of fantasy.
All right, recording.
So in 3, 2, 1.
And now, on behalf of the EA Game Changers and DICE, this is the world premiere of Star Wars Battlefront II multiplayer gameplay.
Sector is clear. Not clear! Not clear!
All wings. We're coming up on the Star Destroyer, but we need to clear that escort. Let's give him everything we got.
Here are next assignments. They are unusual.
Grab onto something!
I'm trying!
Yoda, Darth Maul, Wookiees, Kylo Ren versus Rey. I watched that thing like 20 times backstage with my mom before this even started. My mom's here, yes, it's a big day for me, I'm sorry. So, okay, so we have even more exciting things for you. In just a moment, YouTube personality iJustine, shoutcaster Alex Goldenboy Mendez, and DICE developer Paul Kesslin will showcase Assault on Theed, the world premiere of Star Wars Battlefront II's multiplayer. Yep. We've got 39 game changers ready to go, head-to-head in a 20 versus 20 match, Battle on Theed, and I'm going to take the 40th slot. We'll see. Okay, but you're not going to want to miss this because, like, maybe you've seen some teasers, but this is the real thing, okay? All the bells and whistles, all the newness. But before we take you there, another big Star Wars Battlefront fan has some exciting news.
Hi guys, it's John Boyega here. Thought I wasn't going to turn up. Yes, I was. But I'm sorry I can't be there with you because I'm doing a play in London. But I do have some great news. Obviously, you know I'm a massive fan of Star Wars Battlefront 1. And now we're going into the next chapter with Star Wars Battlefront 2. And I'm very, very excited to share this news with you. We've seen Yoda, we've seen Luke, we've seen all the other characters, but where's Finn? Finn will definitely be a part of Star Wars Battlefront 2 alongside with Captain Phasma as part of the first season of free content. And there's more. On top of that, we also get to play on the new planet Crate that you saw on the Last Jedi teaser trailer in April. So this is going to be an exciting time. I'm going to be playing. If you see Finn running around whooping some ass, it's me. So I'm getting ready, getting set for you guys to play with me on Star Wars Battlefront 2, and I'm excited. Let's play.
Okay, but did you listen? Finn and Phasma are headed to Star Wars Battlefront 2 this holiday, and it will be free. Yes. The team at DICE heard our feedback loud and clear on the previous Battlefront and are committed to keeping this community together with themed seasons of content post-launch for all players at no additional charge. So, the first season, inspired by Star Wars The Last Jedi, is only the beginning of the additional content coming to this game. All post-launch heroes, maps, weapons, and vehicles will be free for everyone who owns Star Wars Battlefront 2. Yes. And yesterday, EA announced that players who pre-order will get early access to multiplayer beta and Yoda's epic lightsaber mastery star card. So, let us recap. New essential Star Wars story. Multiplayer across all 3 Star Wars eras. Space battles, split-screen co-op. And free content that will keep us playing together for years to come. Yes, right? Yes. Yes. I am so honored to be just a tiny little part of this team making this amazing game. I can't believe they let me do this today. And I can't wait to play the game in its entirety in November. And I get to start right now. So I'm going to go pick up my controller, and I'm going to throw it over to iJustine and Golden Boy and Paul to take us to Assault on Theed, the world premiere of Star Wars Battlefront II's multiplayer.
Thanks so much. Hey guys, welcome to the world premiere of Star Wars Battlefront II's multiplayer gameplay, Assault on Theed. We're ready to show you guys the live gameplay for the first time. I'm your host, iJustine, and with me here today, we've got Golden Boy and Paul Kesslin, producer from DICE. What have we got going on here today, guys?
We got a lot going on today. First of all, what we're going to see today is a 3-stage mode. It's our new gameplay. We'll be showing people going. The droids are attacking Theed. They'll be going all the way up the main pathway towards the Royal Palace. They need to escort the MTT tank. From there, if we progress to stage 2, the droids need to try to bypass security, make their way into the palace itself. If they're successful, they'll be able to take on the throne room, and there the droids will ideally try to capture that from the clone army. Unfortunately, the clone army's still there, needs to try to push him out and make that last stand.
Can we just take a moment here and appreciate the fact that we get to be droids in Star Wars? This is going to be awesome. I can't wait. Are you guys excited?
I mean, I'm down with this, but that's like the least exciting part of this.
Where are the Gungans?
Those droids were the worst.
Where are the Gungans?
Well, at least there's no Gungans, right?
What? No. I want to play
They're even
Jar
worse
Jar.
than the droids.
Because these guys are holding nothing back.
Yeah, no, it's been super exciting, and we got a chance to play yesterday, and it's just really fun to sort of get
Roger
into this
Dodger
environment.
is like
it's
the
something we haven't seen in the
it's just
movies, but we're
nightmare.
actually
Roger, Roger.
getting somebody here who has actually worked on the game. So let's talk more about what we're seeing here and getting into this, because there's 3 phases to this. So currently, we're in phase 1.
Whatever. This movie
Like,
was
don't get me wrong, I'm down with a lot of this, but why? Why the droids from the prequels?
Musel. We also have my boy Darkness, a.k.a. Dankness. He will be playing as well. We have Wefty, Master G, Star Wars HQ, and some NBA Live, just cuz. Why not? You know? Just do your thing.
What
But
in the
anyway,
world
here
is
you
that?
go.
Stop cutting away. Just show us the game.
Star Wars Battlefront 2, folks. Now, this is awesome because essentially phase 1, you get to escort an MTT down the street of Theed here, and the pressure is on for the clones. They have to hold back the assault here, Paul.
They do, definitely. The droids are sitting there trying to escort that MTT up the main pathway. If they're successful, we go on to that phase 2. But right now, what we're seeing is some specialist gameplay from, I think, Battlefront updates.
Yeah, let's actually talk about the specialists, and also you're going to see a couple different classes here. This class in particular that Master G is using is the heavy class. Specialist, kind of your sniper, right? But the heavy class, what do they do here?
So the heavy class is great. They got a bit more health than your average trooper. They're also able to pop that combat shield, try to push into areas. So you can see those guys as pushers or defenders in some areas. But it looks like we got one of our Vulture droids right now. Not sure who's flying this guy, but these guys are great at air-to-air, trying to take out those other ships that might be coming in, that Naboo N1 Starfighter. Otherwise, they're there to provide some great ground support like we're seeing here, trying to get some strafing runs in on those clones.
Oh! Come on, man.
Missed that tower.
You just did it wrong. Sorry about that.
We've all been there.
We have the air support, but we also have ground support as well.
Not me.
We do.
I hate Naboo so
another
much.
thing that those air
Like,
vehicles
just
are
on
great at is
principle.
trying to take out some of the ground vehicles that you may see. The droid army has the AAT tank, something that's really great at troop suppression. But we see here a little clip of the V-Wing doing that. Oh, man, he's just mowing some
It is
droids
really
down there.
weird that they
just absolutely
present like the most hated planet in the
Yeah,
trilogy.
I mean, it looks like a cool map. I just hate droids.
Yeah, it's just like I said, it needs Gungans. That's what it needs. I get you, Dan.
Yeah, if I get to kill Gungans, I'm I'm full.
See? I'm in tune with your needs, and you need Gungans.
Absolutely, and you can see right now that there is an AAT tank sitting around on the battlefield. He is probably taking out those clone troopers, but this Vulture droid is really stepping it up.
What I love about this is everyone's like, oh, look at this great open map. And then when you start phase 2, it's like everything starts coming in and coming way closer together. And we were talking a little bit more about the Assault class. So for somebody who has just started playing this, never played any previous versions, do you feel like the Assault class might be something perfect for them to pick up?
I think the Assault class is yes, absolutely. It's something that is, that's painful. The Assault class is something that a lot of players will be able to jump right into. They're your frontline flanker attacker. I think they're going to be fairly easy. You can get right in and just start having your typical run and gun action. Their signature ability, you see here at the top of the screen, your number 2 ability, that switches you over to a shotgun. You get a little bit faster, and you're able to really get in there and kind of break through those front lines.
Oh, I love it. I love using the shotgun, man. It is so good. And it's actually, when I first used it, it really caught me off guard. I wasn't expecting it.
Shotgun in Star Wars?
I said, wait a minute.
Hey man, clone troopers can do anything.
So I just charged into the room and just absolutely shredded
Even
everyone.
kill
It was
Gungans.
so fun to play with here. We're also seeing some great dogfighting here between the clones
Great
and
is
the
a bit
separatists.
of a strong adjective
This
here.
is certainly
We
what
like
a
to
lot
use
of
big
folks
words.
love in Star Wars, and just really in any game that DICE makes, right? They just always do a good job with the air combat. He's really trying to track him down. This Vulture's
He's not
really
having much luck.
No,
yeah, that
he's gonna be
Vulture
tough for
cannot
him.
shake him.
Good job cutting
So we
away.
got Star Wars HQ here. He's playing
Good
the
credit for
Assault
that.
class again. And you saw here that he has the signature thermal detonator that he'll be able to kind of suppress some of those guys with as he rushes in.
And there are different weapons as well. Like one of the guns that I would oftentimes use was the
Getting behind the Westie, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, no.
Fired a lot
Here we
slower,
go.
so you can get some great shots with it. And then there's also this nice compact SMG style blaster that really shreds through people in close range. That was,
That man said
We
shred
want to give you a little
5
bit more
times.
weapon variety this time around.
Shred content.
Yeah.
Also, some AAT tank action here, and this is that doing what it does best. He's suppressing that point, trying to keep those clones out of the way.
They're trying to make their way forward as the objective continues to march down. He has to get away from that.
He's trying to, I don't know, is he trying to flank the tank? That's not smart.
I don't know,
It
man.
still looks like
Maybe-
it's really
maybe he will.
stiff.
Maybe
Oh, you
he'll-
saw a little combat roll there. Got to give you some escape
I don't
options.
know.
Like maybe
You
it's the
get
difference
some
between like watching it
parry
and playing
action.
it. Whoa,
we
what
didn't
is
see
this?
one before. Finally,
Oh,
Toast
Yo, I got one of those at
Some
home, don't you?
ATRTs, yes. So
No.
these are great for taking out those AATs. So these guys are a little quick. They have an ion charge ability. That way they'll be able to do a little bit more extra damage against the tank.
I
should they
killed
see
that
it.
in Horizon.
So you can imagine like 3 or 4 of these on the battlefield, really
I like
rushing around
Horizon.
points. Look at
It's
this.
good.
He's just-
Can you
What's
stop
that
him?
hop?
What can you
That's a cool thing.
Yeah.
you can run someone over
This
if
is
you
like
want.
a baby
Oh,
ad.
no.
That-
Oh,
Could
no.
I get shot off of
Come
it
back,
if
little
I'm
buddy.
on top of it
Uh-oh,
because
we're
my
back in the
body
air.
is exposed?
You
Like,
can, yes, yeah.
That was that question was answered, instantly.
Almost immediately.
Yeah, almost immediately. Oh man. So, Mr. Musel here, look for this guy to be on a tear a little bit
Look at
later
that,
as
we got a
well. And also, I did want to
Imperial
highlight
officer
we
out
had
there.
an officer, as a matter of fact.
But
right
this
in
isn't
front of
really
us.
like
One of my favorite classes.
a true
What
Phantom
is it about
Menace
the
experience
officer
unless
that
they
makes
open
it
up
so unique?
with
I mean,
like
my
20-minute
Twitch
discussion
skills
about
aren't the
trade
greatest.
agreements and
I'm very slow
embargoes.
nowadays,
You know, that isn't-
but
that-
I'm able to really
That
buff up
wasn't
my
even
class,
close to
buff
the
up
worst
my
part of that
teammates,
movie.
Try to let them get some extra help.
But it's an essential
let them
part
push
of that
these
movie.
ones faster.
I don't even mind that part.
What happened there?
Finally, some good dogfighting going in there.
Okay,
So
all right.
what's
And what's
great
Yeah,
about
when I saw that movie and I was like 10 years old, it was the hottest thing ever.
10 years old, my God. Such a child, JB. I envy
In
you.
more ways than one.
That's right.
You're now able to, depending on how well you do, whether you're scoring
But it's a
points
bad
via
movie.
kills via team play assists, or you're playing the objective.
It's no Clone Wars, but it's a bad movie. Or Attack of the Clones, whatever.
Sure. Nothing. Very few things can reach those heights.
Vehicle, or even a hero.
And the battle points that allows you to unlock all of those things.
I mean, I'm glad they're showing us like real gameplay though.
Oh, yeah.
Like, lots of it.
Yeah, because it's all been like teaser CGI stuff up until now. And it looks like an improvement. Like, I'm still not sold on it, but it looks like a definite improvement.
It's going to be a different story.
That's right. Things are.
Did you play the original that much?
Very, very little.
Yeah, it just, there was a stiffness there and a lack of content. Hashtag content.
You had to say content, didn't you?
Yeah. I mean, they've said it like 40 times. Oh.
Nice job.
But he was doing what he needed to do, support his team, right? It's that combined arms fire. You want to make sure that somebody's trying to cover you from the air.
Oh boy. So, and you can see after every respawn as well, you get those.
How many points you're earning?
Right? So
That's
you
right.
can use those
But
later
who gets
on.
play of the
Got
game?
some specialist
Oh,
gameplay
no.
here as well. Maybe you can take off a couple faces, perhaps. That
And
would
so
be
in the
pretty
specialist
good.
class, you can also deploy different types of traps as
Yeah,
well.
absolutely. So they have access to a trip mine. So if you want to sit there and you want to be, that true.
I just want to ride on one of
You just
those
want-
all day, man. Screw the rest of it.
I want one of those in real life. Like, just roam around.
Yeah.
Replace mopeds
And
with
it's
that.
especially potent in this area because it is such a big
get behind
open
that.
area. So that specialist will really shine in phase one.
Some More bombing runs here.
Oh, nice.
Just absolutely tearing them up. I have to say, man, Musok is killing it in this world.
Again, he's doing great. Oh, and we see there one of the officer classes right next to one of the clones.
Officer, fantastic for pushing, right? You want to be able to push the objective.
Definitely.
Support your team. Like, if you are playing with your buddies, you want to be able to have at least one officer available because he keeps you going in the fight.
At least. I mean, they really help push, you know, when those heavies are trying to drive towards a point, you got your officers behind you, giving you some extra health, making sure that you're still able to complete that push. Or on the opposite side, if you're one of the droids and you really need to lock down a point, the officers have access to a turret that they can place on the ground and, you know, give a little bit more fire support for that area.
I'm trying to see if Massive G here is, you know, he's really focused on the bombing runs, right? He's not trying to go into combat with Musok, who's up there. There's Darkness 429. Just shredding everyone up here. Maybe he can get a couple kills in the corner.
He just went into siege mode?
Yeah, this is happening.
Oh, yeah, so tell us about the siege mode.
Sure, so
how does this play out?
In siege mode, for a limited time, you're able to just blow up some huge area effect shots. You lock down your position, but you're able to have a lot more firepower.
We also just saw the B2
my boy Bastion
super
right there.
battle droid there as well.
I mean,
That's something you can get
another
with
one of my
Battle
favorites.
Siege mode, sorry.
Another one of my favorites. Yeah, you can grab those guys via the battle point system. Those guys, great at pushing points again. You know, they have high health, a lot of rapid fire. Oh,
here we go.
Oh, there it is.
And this big explosion indicates phase 1 is over. Now we start phase 2, and this is when the action really begins to pick up here because it gets really tight inside of that building, and players need to be mindful of that. And look for this
Hey, it's
B2
that guy.
Yeah, it's, you know, honestly, it's pretty bold for them to just do like a full game. Because it's so much different playing it than like watching a match happen, you know?
He's going to make a huge difference here as the fight moves inside. I mean, there's going to be narrow
there's
pathways.
Darth Maul.
He's going to be able to just shred as soon as anybody gets in his way. Because it's those narrow
I remember that
corridors.
guy. He was cool.
And then they brought him back like 20 times.
Players falling, got, you know,
Oh, he's cool. That's what I brought him.
Oh, here we go.
This is some Darth Maul action.
Here we go, folks.
This
Darth
is where
Maul.
it starts to get interesting.
This is
gets scary.
Darth Maul will excel in phase 2 and phase 3.
Shame it took that long to get
He's
interesting.
a great mobile attacker. He's going to sit there with
He's
his
probably just going to get blown up by something.
Oh,
He's
exactly.
absolutely perfect for that.
Oh,
Absolutely.
Nice.
I mean,
There you
some
go.
of his abilities you can see here, he's got that spin attack. He's able to just rush in and out of combat.
That's vintage Darth
take
Maul
guys
right
out
there.
in the process.
Yeah, he does that, right? At one point?
He does.
Yeah.
And he was using Darth Maul, and he was saying
And there's
how
my
Boba
favorite
Fett
character.
as well.
Boba Fett.
Screw
Boba
Darth
Fett.
Maul. Yeah.
How he wishes
That's the best
Darth
part of
Maul
Return of the
could reflect
Jedi. It's just
It's a pretty
Harrison
good
Ford
part.
going, Boba Fett.
It's good.
Yeah.
Get good.
That
Hey,
was
good
a
as the
fight
kids
by
say.
Boba Fett.
That's
Maul
they do say that.
shredded the clone army,
Oh,
unfortunately.
yeah.
So what role does Boba Fett fill in this battle?
Boba Fett is definitely a hunter-killer. So if the clone army is able to get some of their heroes in play, like this is where Boba Fett will really shine. Is with that jetpack of his, he's able to kind of float above the battlefield, fire off some rockets, and really just take out an individual target.
And so what difference does he have from the last game?
From the last game, we've given him a bit new tricks. He's got a new concussion rocket that will really disorient players completely. He also has this rocket barrage instead of just one rocket. He's able to really just lay down some suppressive fire.
Nice. Also, one thing to keep in mind, we saw the B2, here we go, but on the clone side, you know, there are specialist, you know, characters that you can pick up as well. We haven't seen much of it yet, but that would be the clone jump trooper.
That's right.
Very
that's
different from the standard like assault class or heavy class. It has the jump jets that you love from Battlefront, the original.
Yo, this droid is just destroying
brought
everybody.
back here, but now focused on the central class.
He's got the moves.
Yeah, we're back to Boba Fett here. With the
Oh, whoa.
rocket jumps there.
That was just some straight up murder.
Just lay down so much firepower.
That's what Star Wars is known for.
Oh, they got him though.
They got Boba Fett.
Yeah.
Jesse was able to
They
find
knocked him
on
into the
that
Sarlacc.
one, but here comes some officer gameplay here.
Oh, good. Finally, somebody playing some support.
Support people matter too.
They
you
do.
know,
They
you
do.
gotta give them some love.
We're the linchpin of the team, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Now, what is his 2 exactly? His 2 is the healing
His
ability?
2 abilities that, yeah, exactly. It's that healing ability. It gives you a little bit of buff for your
It's got a little
overall
turret.
health, but it also heals you back up. So it's, oh, here we got some of the jump troopers.
Oh boy, and here we go. It's getting ready for phase 3 in just a little bit. There's a jump trooper. We talked about him before. Jump Trooper's super fun to play, but again, you know, it's attached to a specialist now, so not everyone's going to have it equipped, although it was really fun in the original Battlefront.
That's right.
But I am going to be excited to hop into Jump Trooper and shred people myself.
I mean, I know people, a lot of people love the jump pad. Oh,
Oh, now we've got Ray.
Oh.
Not gonna lie, I'm super excited to play as her.
She's quite a powerful character.
Don't run.
Here's some of
She
her
got,
abilities.
you know, she got out of that one really
Don't run.
quickly, but
The droid fallen by a
Finished
single
her off.
droid.
No, but Ray
So how
has,
does
Ray
her
has
mind
abilities.
trick affect enemies?
kind of bummed the lightsabers don't cut the droids like butter, like in their original movie. That was like one of the few things that's still cool.
Work against you.
Might be a little OP.
Bit more vulnerable to attack.
Just so you guys know,
Massive
this is
G.
when it gets insane.
Clone troopers.
Because there's so much going on here.
Oh, hey.
Was that a little Han?
There's my favorite character.
Are we gonna get some Han?
I hope so.
I hope so.
But I mean,
Scruffy-looking
you saw
nerf
it earlier,
herder.
so every time you finish a life, we'll show you how many battle points you have, and some people have enough points to get those reinforcements, and especially this late in the game, you'll see a
Is
lot
that a
more of these
bazooka?
special classes coming out.
I didn't see a bazooka.
So again, this jump trooper here, you know, with his rocket launcher and his jump
Yep,
pack,
that was
There are
bazooka.
rockets.
mobile, trying to fly into that last zone and capture a point.
This is really where heavies are.
These droids are going Roger, Roger all over these guys.
My goodness, you just see him
Laying down
tearing
fire.
through the doorway, just absolutely dominating the clones. They need to push out. They need to fight this one out here. There are so many lives left that the Separatists have to their team. They could really run through this. The clones have to start acting fast because if they cap it, that will be it. The
Yeah, that was
Separatists
embarrassing.
will win this
Nah,
game.
that's
It's not
life.
looking so good for my boys in the Clone Army.
That's life in the shooter.
I'm a Separatist fan, so I'm excited.
I'm just going to go on whichever team wins.
Oh,
Okay.
So I'm not going to be too picky here.
Okay, jumping ship. I understand that. You know, no loyalties. Maybe you are Sith after all.
Maybe I am.
Oh, who knows?
Shots fired.
Shots fired.
Oh, yeah, so
Yo, shots fired, you might be Sith. I'm using that one on you every day from now on.
Please don't. You become even more unbearable than you already are.
Quarters. Do you have any like sort of strategies that you would?
Absolutely. I mean, if you're the
Oh, did
clones,
Han
you're
just get
always
messed up? Yep.
Yeah.
Han Solo was just getting torn up.
That's not canon.
It's like too soon,
I
man.
wish
I
it
can't
wasn't.
relive Force Awakens again, you know? Like, don't do it.
Darth Maul is just destroying absolutely everything. I mean, is there any tips to like taking him down?
I mean, you want to have try to combined arms fire.
Oh.
The tip is blasters.
Run away. Maybe
That's
run
the
away.
tip. Run away and just shoot the crap out of Darth Maul. Oh, man.
He was our MVP. Look at that.
Nice
Yeah.
stuff.
Moose
Moose out.
just destroying.
Congratulations. 36 kills he ended up picking up there, man.
My goodness.
Well, guys, that was it. What did you guys think?
Intense.
Not bad. Actually,
What did you guys think?
I'm lying. It was freaking awesome. I love it. It's so good. It's like, I love the class-based gameplay personally. Because again, you can really get your squad, your friends to get together.
What do you think Reiner's doing right now?
I bet he's loving this.
Yeah.
And we're running through some highlights here. Maybe not was the best highlight.
Not the best highlight.
You know, because although maybe it was.
Let's take a look at some of these highlights.
Oh,
Actually, I think it's just a crash montage. I think that's what we're going to do at this point. It's just all crashing all the time. I'm down with that.
But it was Musak. I mean, he's sitting there, getting as many battle points as he can before his next life. I mean, that's what you want to try to see.
I like that thing.
It's really cool.
If I got one takeaway from this, it was I like that thing.
Which we don't even know the name for.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
I
we
mean,
do-
it's
we have a
probably
name.
some like terrible
called,
sci-fi
like,
Strider
thing.
Yeah, Strider thing.
Well, it's gonna be letters and like it's gonna be BT.
Yo,
AT,
BT
something else.
1348.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seeing this part of the Star Wars universe brought to life.
I mean, I think they should just call it Thingy. Call it good.
Kudos on that one. Once again, just dropping jaws everywhere.
We try. I mean, the team back home is amazing. They do incredible things. I mean, you can see it looks so pretty. Just look at this laser fire. It's intense, and it looks beautiful.
It really does look incredible.
So good. I was just gushing right now. Like we get it. The game looks good. Definitely. Oh man, well that was awesome. And overall, I mean, I have to say, like I can't wait to get my hands on it. I can't wait to coordinate with my friends. And destroy the clone scum. I can't wait for that. Yeah, exactly. Separatists all day.
Well, guys, that was so awesome. Now, if you guys are in LA, you can come join us at FanFest this weekend. And if you come down on Monday, we've got a chance for you guys to win a trip to Gamescom in Germany this August. All you have to do is come and play, which is, I mean, that's not asking too much. And you have to be the best player of your match, and you guys will be entered to win a trip for 2 to Cologne, Germany, and a full pass to Gamescom. You've been before.
Yeah, I've been there plenty times. It's one of the most ridiculous conventions ever if you happen to go. It's insane. It's massive. So you're not, if you don't get the trip, you're going to be really sad. But if you do get the trip, you and a buddy, oh, you're going to have a good time. It's a fun time. Hopefully I'll see you there.
Well, if you guys like Star Wars like we do and you guys want to play as your favorite heroes and villains, you guys can download Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes right now on Android or iOS. And you can play as any of the iconic characters that you guys saw today and many more. Paul, I also heard that you're making Battlefront 2 because you've been playing a lot of Galaxy of Heroes.
I play a ton of Galaxy Heroes. I've played that game every day since it launched. I think I've actually spent about $1,000 in that game.
Wow. You have a problem.
I do have a problem.
All right, Chief,
But
let's get into this
there's
game.
just so much Star
That
Wars
guy.
goodness. I can't help it.
I got to pick it up. I have to play.
You should try it.
Yeah, I know my brother. He's going nuts about it. So I guess I have to make it happen.
Yeah, I started playing in December, so around the holidays, that's pretty much all I did. It was great.
At Christmas, just
All right,
away,
sorry,
just
I'm
going
busy.
nuts.
Well, thank you guys
Banter.
so much for joining us here. Stay
love
tuned
it.
to Battlefront2.com for more about the game, and we'll see you guys soon. Thanks, Paul.
That was like the
Golden Boy.
least subtle
This was
plug for that
incredible.
game
And now I'm
I've
going
ever
to send it
seen.
over to Patrick for more.
To be fair, this is going pretty well.
Yeah, it's fine.
But
Thank you, everyone, and thank you to the real rock stars of this show, the development teams inside EA. You are truly amazing.
That man is ridiculously tall.
Now,
I think
we
most
can't
CEOs
wait
are, man.
I
for
say that
more
as
of
a
you to
fellow
play.
tall. That
and
man
there's
is
more
ridiculously
coming.
tall.
Stay tuned online for a closer look at some of our biggest game. And remember, EA Play is for all of you, our players. Thank you all for joining us. Now, let's play.
Like, share, and subscribe.
I told you this was going to happen.
Cool.
Oh my god. I'm in.
Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. Download for free today.
We're here in Hollywood, California at EA Play. We're here to talk to you today about Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes and a brand new character we have come to the game we teased last week, Grand Admiral Thrawn. Today I'm
Nice.
joined by Cassandra Gomez, Community Manager for Galaxy of Heroes, also known as Cozy Spoon in the
Hi.
community, and Daniel McLaren, Lead Designer on Galaxy of Heroes, also goes by Not Really a Jedi.
It's true, I'm not actually a Jedi, but I am excited to be here.
But enough pleasantly, it's not pleasantries. I want to get into it. I'm excited with just the Empire rework and the Dark Side Rising. We're bringing it to the culmination of Grand Admiral Thrawn. I want to know more about him.
So before we get into it, I think we have a trailer we're going to show you guys, so let's go ahead and roll that.
Thrawn is amazing, to be fair. I'm sure he's not going to be amazing in this game, but he's an amazing villain.
So there he is. You guys have seen him for the first time here at EA Play. So Cassandra, what's the community? Are they excited about Thrawn? Like,
Community has been in a Rebel season. They're ready for Empire Dark Side season, and they want to know about Grand Admiral Thrawn. What can you tell us? And most importantly, the community wants to know, how can we wreck faces?
And that's awesome
good to
because
me.
Admiral Thrawn is one of those characters that in the universe, he's incredible. I mean, he's the guy that was unstoppable. He's defeated everybody. He's the only alien allowed in the fleet at this time. So bringing that to design and bringing him in, trying to figure out how we were going to make him, that was the real challenge. So we spent a lot of time figuring out what are the kit design pieces that we need to put together.
We're going to skip this mobile stuff and get right to the analysis.
Whoa.
thank God.
Whoa. Man, that's Admiral Thrawn. We can't do that.
Yeah, we can.
He's my favorite.
That's okay. You can go back and read the novels.
All
It's
right,
fine.
just so you know, I'm against it because I love Thrawn. Anyway, let's unpack this thing, JV. What
No
did we see?
Titanfall.
We saw a lot of crazy stuff. Honestly, a little more stuff that was enticing than I expected to see.
Right.
I'm not really into sports games. I know they're huge, and I know they're awesome, and the stuff that we did see from sports games was pretty cool if you're into that kind of thing.
Yeah,
Let's just begin at the beginning.
Okay.
So the Battlefield 1 Russian stuff, that's super cool.
Yeah, that's neat. I
I
am a big fan of like blood and snow
Yeah, and
mixed together, and that looks like it's going to give me both.
When they impaled that was pretty brutal. That was really grisly, even
Yeah.
for the series like that. Like,
oh yeah,
that seems like a really cool DLC.
Yeah.
I'm into that. I don't know if I'm going to play it, but I am.
I'm definitely going to play it.
I don't play a lot of Battlefield, but that looked super cool and a neat, really cool addition. So,
yeah.
What do you think about that?
I mean, yeah, I want to play it right now. I want to replay. I don't even like Battlefield 1 that much, but I want to reinstall it and play it because now I love the Russian stuff. So I'm definitely for that.
It looked cool.
Yeah,
so
it looked really cool. It looked much cooler than the main game, which I don't have a beef with. I'm just not that interested.
It had a very, very unique and definitive style to it that I don't think was, it's harder to do that in a core game. It felt like a expansion-y take on it, really focusing on that certain area, like the Russian Death Squad or whatever. That's super cool, right? Yeah, that's freaking sweet.
And it sounds like a media expansion pack too, like 8 maps. Like that's a fair bit when you're talking about Battlefield maps.
It is. It is. That was cool.
Yeah.
All right. So I like that. Moving along. What was next after that?
I think we dived into Madden.
We did.
Yeah.
I wish I could offer a informed opinion about Madden, but I can't.
I will say that I kind of want to play it just because it reminded me of, I don't know if you ever played Tony Hawk's Underground, like the story mode in that. Like, I gave strong vibes from that, and I'd kind of play Madden for that.
I did like from what they showed of the story. I mean, it's a really cliche, but it's a classic story.
Yeah.
And that doesn't mean, cliche doesn't mean bad. Yeah. Classic tales, I can get behind them. They're fun.
Yeah.
But, the Rising Star, I like it. Whatever.
Oh, yeah, and they're from, what, Memphis, was it?
Oh, yeah, I love
that
Southern
boy
accents.
with that accent.
That's right. That's right, Javy. And I love Southern accents. So.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. Yes, I do. But after that. Oh, where do we go after that? This is the one I wanted to talk about. What was it? A Way Out, right?
Yeah, that I don't like Brothers, but that looks interesting to me. Like, I have issues with Brothers, but that game looks super promising. And I like how bold it is for them to say, nope, it's co-op only. Like, there's no AI component.
And it's focused on couch co-op. This is so bizarre to me. Like, I want this game to succeed, even if it sucks. Just because today, everything's online, everything's microtransactions, everything's free-to-play, everything's, it's all about that. That's the direction we're moving. Games as service, all that stuff. This is just a strict co-op couch experience. I mean, yeah, you can play online, but whatever. Nobody's going to, this is... We could hang out and just play the whole thing in different ways. It looked, I don't know how it looked in practice, but the concept is extremely intriguing to me.
Yeah. That's my main concern. Is like, okay, you're telling us this and you're showing us like sequences, but we're not seeing people play it.
Right.
Like, how does that play? That's my main concern, and that's why Brothers didn't work for me. Is because I did not care for those 2 joysticks. Like controlling one character with a joystick, but like if you actually have like 2 people playing each character or 1 person playing each character, I think that kind of solves that issue.
I think it would be the whole like concept. Like I said, it seems crazy ambitious to have a story-based game that can go so many different directions based on 2 user inputs instead of 1. That seems wild.
Yeah, and another thing is like, how long is it? Do you think? Like, do you think is this something you can beat in a sitting, or do you have to like do like 3 like sessions? Because if it's a 9-hour game or something,
that's insane, right?
Yeah.
For that many different paths. I don't know. A lot of questions about that one, but definitely one of the more intriguing titles that I definitely saw at this one.
Yeah, that's probably the most intriguing one for me, I think.
There's something less intriguing. Need for Speed.
Oh boy,
Payback. That was hey, I don't dislike the car games, but man, that clip of oof.
Yeah, when he said,
didn't do it for me.
Yeah, when he said, and we promise, it plays as good as it looks. I was like, well, all right then. I mean, there are a lot of explosions. There's a lot of driving. There were several moments where the frame rate like dipped to like 10 or something.
That's like they're just trying to call that out. It's supposed to make it look cool.
But I don't know. Like, I don't think they sold. When they were presenting it, I was more interested in like the car customization and like these characters and the world. Like, apparently it's open world, right? Like you said.
Yes-ish.
Yeah,
yes.
Like that's the stuff I'm interested in. Like the moment by moment car stuff was fine. Honestly, I don't want that thing. I hope there's a toggle for turning off the slow motion car slamming.
Are you kidding me? That's like the whole draw.
But like having it happen like every 5 seconds or something. Like,
yeah, it's very stylistic.
Yeah. So I need to see more of it before I make it.
I don't.
You're good.
Not for me, but that doesn't make it. I'm sure there are a lot of people that are interested. Yeah, that's just not my thing. Which is why I like the EA presser is always like a more daunting experience for me. I'm not into sports games or racing games or driving games. So
yeah,
it like cuts
that's
out
like half the show.
Exactly right. So I just want to make that caveat there. I'm not like saying it's bad. I'm just saying like it's just not my thing. Yeah. We all have the genres we like. Speaking of genres we like, 30 minutes of Star Wars.
Oh man.
What do we think about that now?
I think, I wanted to see more from that campaign.
We all want to see the campaign.
Yeah, but like, the additions and content and stuff seems fine. But my main issue with the multiplayer is when I played that game, it felt super stiff. like just moving around as a character, shooting, and it doesn't look like they fixed that.
I saw a lot of jetpacking.
Yeah, the jetpacking's cool, but it still feels like, I don't know. It
saw,
feels
like riding little baby
seems like
robot
it feels
dinosaurs from
awkward. That was
Horizon.
cool.
Yeah.
That was cool. It looks like an improvement, but I don't know if it looks like an improvement enough for me to like constantly play that multiplayer game, because I played like, I want to say 10 hours altogether of like the main Battlefront, and just like the repetition of the limited content and the stiffness of it just made me peace out.
So something incredibly relevant that isn't forefront in the multiplayer experience that we saw there is that they're committed to keeping everyone together through free content updates.
Yep.
So maps, characters, and everything like that will be free, which is, I think, a great step forward in what has to happen for a lot of these different FPS titles to continue to, fracturing the player base in those games is always awful. So I'm glad to see that they're not going to do that with map packs and junk like that.
Yeah, I agree, because I think they learned their lesson with Titanfall, the original one, because the fracturing the player base just murdered that community.
Sure,
like,
especially when you have a smaller community.
Yeah, like
it's even
swiftly.
rougher. Yeah,
but I think actually because they've been doing the free thing with Titanfall 2, and people keep getting drawn back in because of the free content, and, like checking out the new Titans and stuff. So hopefully that worked for Battlefront.
What do you guys think of the new BioWare IP reveal?
I wish we saw more. Okay, here on the surface of that 10 to 15 seconds that we saw, felt a little Destiny-ish.
Yeah.
That means absolutely nothing. Don't take that to heart. We're going to see more of the game, thankfully, tomorrow at the Microsoft presser?
Right, yeah.
So super interested in that. Obviously, I'm super interested to see where this game goes. All we know about the game right now is like what? It's going to be a game of service style game, right? So this is going to be a big deal. I am really interested to see where it goes. It's almost impossible to have like any sort of expectation based off that teaser, which was like nothing. Big giant thing, wall, futuristic setting.
I really dig
Pacific Rim,
like the Iron Man sort of aesthetic they had there with like the
Yeah.
robot suits.
Yes.
Like that's cool. Like it's very Starman-ish. I want to see more of that. But but you're right.
Yeah.
Like beyond that, like it's like I know nothing about this. This looks like a series of tropes that we won't have clarification on until tomorrow.
Which I will be tuning in for. Absolutely. What was that? Anthem is the game name?
Yeah, Anthem
Super
is the
cool.
name, not Dylan.
Not
Anthem.
code. Yeah, we're right.
Yeah.
Very interested to see more on that one.
Yeah.
Can't make a judgment call off of 10 seconds, unfortunately, as much as we'd like to.
Yeah. I mean, it looks intriguing so far. I'll give it to that. Like, I want to see more.
And we will, thankfully.
Yeah.
This is as far as they go, I think this is one of the better EA press conferences we've had in the last 3 or 4 years.
Yeah. Because EA is always tricky, I feel like, because they straight up say, this is what we're showing off. And they don't really hide anything. Whereas other like press conferences, it feels like there's always like a couple of surprises. But EA, it's like, all right, we know what we're getting. Like I felt like we knew every single thing they showed, including like Dylan or Anthem. Like we knew that was going to be there. So it is a bit of a harder show when it comes to expectations.
Yeah, I think they put their best foot forward and just showed gameplay. I mean, that's what people want to see. So I hope the people that are expecting, Star Wars, like they saw what they wanted to see out of that.
Yeah. It does feel like they were less talky this year too. Like there was still some talking, but it was
there was no there was a little bit with that, but there was no let's bring a sports star on the stage and talk for 30 minutes.
Yeah, it felt like it was skewed towards gameplay, showing off gameplay.
Yeah.
Not even just like CGI stuff, but gameplay.
Yeah,
which is good.
I think they're taking lessons from the other press conferences, which is great because we're here to see games.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I still think like the best EA or E3 press conference I've ever seen was like the Sony one for like the PS4, where they didn't even talk. It was just game after game after game.
Right.
Like said nothing.
Certainly a far cry from the old $5.99 USA.
Oh boy.
All right. And what else? Galaxy of Heroes Star Wars. If you're into mobile gaming, I have friends who have spent a ton of money on that game. I don't know why. It's not for me, but it is a game that people play and enjoy. Apparently. I mean, do you have any
sure. All right.
What else do we got? Is that everything?
I think that's
everything.
Madden.
What do you guys think of the LeBron graphics?
The LeBron graphics.
We only got they look great.
Yeah.
Again, I am really hype on like just where technology is leading us, getting to be so accurate, true to life, especially in these sports games, right? Being able to do down to the last detail. That's cool. Even though I don't play the sports games, it's super cool what they're doing with them.
Yeah. I wish I kept count of how many times I saw the words frostbite. Like,
hey,
it's
a great engine.
It's certainly an engine. All right.
What else we got? Hey, Leo. This is Leo. Leo is our awesome new video editor.
Everyone say hey to Leo Vader. He's rad and
hey
funny.
Guys. What's up? Thanks.
What's
he has an
playing in
angelic
chat, Leo?
voice.
That moment with the YouTuber with the prompter seemed to mess up. That was fun.
Yes.
Oh, with Need
that
for
was kind of
Speed?
fun. Yes. I mean, it was obvious what happened, and
Yeah.
having to ad lib that in front of a ton of
Yeah.
a jillion
I
people
bet that was
probably
fun.
very tough. And he you know what?
He did his best as he could.
Yes, I think he got through it pretty good for the situation. And the handoff came pretty fast. So there, many years ago, E3 problems were frequent and often embarrassing and hilarious things would happen, but they've taken lessons in redundancy plans, so stuff like that doesn't happen anymore.
Yeah, it only feels
which
like-
is why another reason why the whole live multiplayer demo was a very bold decision, because live demos can be disasters at these things if anything goes wrong, right? But it went smooth, which is good, very promising.
Yeah, I feel like even last year there wasn't that much awkwardness except for like that one bad Final Fantasy demo where like there was like a controller mishap or something.
Yeah.
So it's just like it's more mishaps than like actual cringe-worthy behavior.
Yeah, we don't have that anymore. That was 10 years ago.
Yeah. That Konami press conference. Oh boy,
that was more than 10 years ago. I think 10-ish years ago.
Yeah.
Oh.
But,
EA.
but yeah, I mean, it looks like a pretty strong showing. I feel like of stuff
I'm
for
not
like a
I'm not
wide
disappointed.
audience.
I'm not blown away. I'm not disappointed. This is pretty much what I expected from this one. What's the temperature in chat, Leo? What do people think?
People were pretty bored throughout. I think the Need for Speed.
I mean, honestly, that is
reveal was the highest.
We speak plainly here, and that is generally EA is one of the lesser like hype conferences every year. I think. I don't think I'm out of line saying that. It's just,
it is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is, and it's a good way to start. It's a nice breezy way to enter into this E3 package of press conferences that are going to be going for the next couple of days.
But man, imagine like if they had gone up on stage and like just announced like, oh yeah, Mass Effect remastered, like everyone would have lost their mind.
I don't know about that. I think Mass Effect is a very tenuous prospect right now.
I don't think the original
there's some
trilogy.
sensitivities.
I think
right.
I think that would have been a Band-Aid. I think that would
But
have
the whole
like,
IP itself is like
well,
it's like a dirty word almost right now. It kind of is.
That's what happens when you ship a game that broken.
Yeah.
And disappointing. But anyway, beside the point.
Yeah, we're not talking about
we're not gonna
that
talk
today.
about. Nope. We're gonna. Yeah. But man, I'm kind of disappointed we didn't see more Titanfall. But that was expected. Like I didn't.
I
think,
actually thought they were going to throw us a bone. But we got the Battlefield one instead, which is cool.
But I mean that makes sense because Battlefield is immensely more popular than Titanfall. Like in number.
Magnitudes. Yeah.
Hey, remember when they put those two games out at the same time and pitted them against each other?
Well, we're not here to talk about that today either. Yikes. Oh boy, there's going to be a novel written about that someday, I'm sure.
Are you guys bummed we didn't see more Dead Space?
Yes, I mean that was like that was a long shot. That's sort of like in Javy's territory of the Mass Effect remake. Like a Dead Space was going to be like a very small chance of being here, but it would have been really nice to flesh out the offerings that they do have. I would have liked to see that.
Yeah, but like Visceral's busy working on like Star Wars, right? Like that's what they're doing.
You can always have hope, man.
Yeah, we're gonna go upstairs and Jeff Quirk's gonna be crying because he didn't get his Dead Space.
I don't think he was expecting it. So.
Yeah. But you still hope. I think Jeff hopes.
But that's like a glimmer of hope kind of thing, not like I kind of expect this to happen.
Yeah, that's where I'm at with Wolfie for Bethesda.
No, that will absolutely happen.
I'm 50-50.
I'm like 95-5 on
I
that
think
one.
we'll get a teaser. See, this is what I wanted to see more of right here of Need for Speed. Is like, oh, they were talking about the customization and turning like these broken cars into, doing the Fast and Furious thing that Dom does, where he takes a junker and turns it into a ridiculous fast racing car.
Yeah.
But
I'm all
instead
about
they
that.
showed a very ho-hum chase scene.
I don't know if the chase scene itself was ho-hum. It just didn't get the juices going. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, but it just feels like I've seen that sort of gameplay before. It didn't offer anything new. Like, okay, ramming cars, slow motion.
Hey, man, that's all fun.
It's all fun, but, this is Need for Speed. Show us something.
Fair enough. Well, we're seeing stuff now, actually.
Yeah.
And I bet, this is going to go on for a while where you're going to get more detailed looks at the games after the conference, which is nice.
Yeah, that's good. But it just feels like it's weird that they didn't come roaring out of the gate with this.
Sure.
Yeah, because this is what, I guess, just to me, this is what's interesting.
And that's an EA press conference. Leo, what else is going on in chat? We got anything? Anybody talking about anything?
Yeah, we got any questions?
People are rioting in the streets for the lack of Skate 4.
Well,
okay,
that's
I
fair.
told you before we started that Skate 4 wasn't going to be here. There's no way. But I agree with them. We should write about that.
Maybe it's in the wings for next year.
That's a very important topic, and I'm going to send an angry email about the lack of Skate 4 today.
In all caps?
It will definitely be in all caps, and it will be in broken English as well.
That's good. That's how change happens.
And I'm going to actually include like memes and stuff in between sentences, so you really can't figure out what I'm even saying. But they'll figure it out, I'm sure.
Do you guys have any predictions for tomorrow's Microsoft conference?
Ooh. I mean, I'm pretty sure they'll show off Anthem.
We're going to leave that to okay. We're definitely going to see Anthem. I'm sure we'll see some other. I'm sure we'll see some other very high-profile titles at that show as well.
I'm sure. Damn it. I'm sure Sea of Thieves is inescapable. I'm sure we'll have another year where we can't get away from Sea of Thieves.
That one, I think, for people who tuned in today, that didn't really feel like a ton of hype because what we got was what we expected. I think Microsoft will at least have a couple of surprises.
I mean, Microsoft is the most interesting. I feel like they're in the most interesting position because people know Sony have games.
Microsoft is in with Scorpio and the other stuff they have on deck. It's a very important press conference for them. Yes.
Yeah, they have to prove something in a way that Sony doesn't. I feel like, and then Nintendo doesn't necessarily Nintendo has to prove something, but not in the same way that Microsoft does.
I think Nintendo already proved it.
Yeah,
Switch is the Switch
is great. Zelda's great. People are excited about Mario.
Their thing. Yeah.
Microsoft, okay, what Crackdown?
We do, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed tomorrow from Microsoft. It might be crazy to predict that, but I think they're going to come out guns blazing, and they know the situation that they're in.
Oh yeah, they do. But man, just after what happened to Scalebound, I felt like that was the tipping point. Where it was they need stuff.
I still want that game. I want it bad. And I was one of the few people that really I really liked that. I didn't dislike anything about it. Even people that hated the character, I like the character. All right, I'm that guy. I can't wait to see more of Anthem tomorrow, for sure. And I'm sure they have lots of other cool stuff on deck. Anything else, Leo?
Leo didn't ask my Scorpio question, even though I asked 3 times.
Oh, well then we better get a Scorpio question.
I don't know what it was.
But he asked it 3 times. How could you miss it?
I'm a bad reader.
Oh, Leo,
that's why you do the videos.
Gotta get you a pair of glasses, Leo.
That's right. I'm not here to read.
I know. He just does the video stuff, and he does a great job at that. We're glad to have him on board.
Yeah, we love Leo.
So are they barring Scorpio talk until it gets formally?
As you can tell, none of the developers are probably going to talk about Scorpio and its real name until Microsoft unveils that themselves.
Yeah, I feel like they keep making passing references to Scorpio, what the technology can do, but they're not getting into the nitty-gritty.
We will get that full rundown at the Microsoft press conference for sure.
Yeah. I mean, they have to.
How about the lack of Nintendo Switch support today?
Oh, for EA?
This is completely unsurprising to anyone that's third party and Switch. I mean, what do you want me to tell you? Yeah. It's Nintendo has many strengths. One of the weaknesses has always been third-party support. And that's not going to change with the Switch. And that's the story.
Yeah. Remember the odd collection of Wii U third-party games? Batman, Arkham City, Mass Effect 3, but not the other 2. What a strange thing.
To be fair, with the Switch's success, we might see more on board in the years to come. But, again, people are going to take the approach of wait and see, and then we'll see what happens with that.
Yeah, which is understandable after the Wii
But
U.
it would be expectedly weak.
Yeah. For a time, at least.
Yeah. All right.
Well, thanks for joining us, everyone.
Absolutely. Yeah. And tune in for all the press conference coverage, which will get way more crazy hype up. Javy's going to do a dance at the next one I hear.
I am.
But we've got 2 big ones tomorrow.
Why would I agree to that?
We got 2 big ones tomorrow and a lot Monday, too. Yeah. So join us, if you will, for those press conferences. And we'll see you then.
That's 3:45 p.m. Central tomorrow, 1:45 Pacific for the Microsoft conference with us.
And that's a big one. And what's after that one?
After that, we've got Bethesda at 11 Central, 9 Pacific.
Those are going to be 2 big ones.
Very exciting.
Actually, yes.
And what was the promise you made about Bloodborne 2?
Bloodborne 2 is I will rip my shirt off if Bloodborne 2 is announced at the Sony presser. That will be on Monday.
Okay. But it could happen anytime. You never know, so you always got to tune in.
If that's a game, I mean, if that is a thing, it'll happen at the Sony press conference.
Yep.
And I'll make sure I wear a really terrible shirt that day.
Please.
All right.
All right.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody.
All right. Bye, everyone.